December 1955. Harry Shoup was stationed at the Continental Air Defense Command, or CONAD, in Colorado. The Cold War was in progress, and a phone call to CONAD Operations Center could potentially signal the outbreak of war with the Soviet Union. One evening, the phone rang when Shoup was the commanding officer on duty.
Colonel Shoup.
He answered in typical military fashion. A young voice on the other end asked,
"Are you Santa Claus?"
Shoup was confused. At first, he didn't understand how to react or what was happening at all. But the mystery was solved very quickly. The Reebok & Co., a store in Colorado Springs, had ordered an advertisement in the newspaper with a number that was meant for children to call Santa. As it usually happens, the number was misprinted. Realizing the situation, Shoup instructed his staff to provide children with updates on Santa's location. Today, in the 21st century, NORAD allows users to track Santa through emails, smart devices, and social media accounts. Each Christmas Eve, NORAD's effort to monitor and protect Santa is staffed by volunteers who answer over 100,000 phone calls, and Colonel Harry Shoup wrote his name in history as the Santa Colonel. This is an example of how one mistaken Christmas marketing promotion created a tradition that gives joy to many children yearly. Others, done intentionally, created Christmas as we know it today. Hello everyone, my name is Lily, and today we will explore all the beautiful and strange Christmas traditions that came to our life with a huge marketing efforts. Christmas markets, originating in 16th century Europe, began as local gatherings offering food, crafts, and gifts for the holiday season. Over time, these markets were promoted as festive destinations for unique gifts and seasonal treats. By the 19th and 20th centuries, they became major holiday shopping events, attracting tourists with their enchanting atmosphere and holiday magic. In the early 20th century, advertising further transformed Christmas into a shopping season. Retailers, particularly department stores, began using Christmas-themed ads to promote gift-giving, with elaborate window displays becoming a holiday tradition.
Are you excited about the sales? No.
Macy's pioneered this effort by featuring Santa Claus in store in 1862, creating a magical experience for children that drew in shoppers. By the 1920s, this concept expanded into an iconic Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade, marking the official start of Christmas shopping season. Still, Santa's appearance and personality wasn't quite what they are now. In Victorian magazines, the most popular image of Santa depicted him as a small elf-like figure who was much more grim and serious than we are used to today. The red coat and white beard were there, but it just wasn't the same. You're probably familiar with earlier representations of the gift giver Saint Nicholas from church history and folklore. Merged with the English character Father Christmas, this eventually led to the creation of the mythical Santa Claus. The name Santa Claus itself comes from the Dutch Sinterklaas. In the 19th century, writer Clement Clarke Moore further shaped Santa's image in his poem A Visit from St. Nicholas, better known today as The Night Before Christmas. Moore described Santa as a chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf with a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. This image of Santa became the inspiration for Haddon Sundblom's famous illustration in 1931, when Coca-Cola hired him to create a wholesome Santa for their holiday ads. Drawing on Moore's description, Sundblom dressed Santa in Coca-Cola's signature red and white colors. His depiction quickly became iconic, appearing in Coca-Cola ads for decades and shaping the modern image of Santa Claus. Santa wasn't the only Christmas character to be shaped by marketing. His well-known reindeer were as well. In fact, Rudolf the red-nosed reindeer wasn't just popularized by marketers, it was created by them. In 1939, the Montgomery Ward department store decided to produce its own Christmas giveaway instead of purchasing coloring books from a third party as they usually were doing before. They tasked Robert May, a copywriter, with creating an original children's story. May came up with a tale of Rudolf, an outcast reindeer with a shiny red nose who saves Christmas by guiding Santa's sleigh through a foggy night. The story was an instant hit, with 2.4 million copies distributed that first year. A decade later, May's brother-in-law, Johnny Marks, wrote a song based on the story. Rudolf, the red-nosed reindeer, became a Christmas classic, cementing Rudolph's place in holiday lore. Today, Rudolph is a beloved symbol of Christmas, all thanks to a clever marketing strategy. The Christmas tree itself has marketing origins. In 1846, Queen Victoria and her German-born husband Prince Albert were depicted in an illustration standing with their children around a Christmas tree in Windsor Castle. This image, published in the Illustrated London News, popularized the tradition of decorating Christmas trees in England and, by extension, the United States. Before this, Christmas trees were primarily a German tradition. Prince Albert's influence helped make them a global phenomenon. As the tradition spread, businesses quickly capitalized on it by selling ornaments, lights, and even artificial trees. Historical records show that a Christmas tree was first raised in a Strasbourg cathedral in 1539. The tradition grew so popular throughout the region that the city of Freiburg banned cutting trees for the Christmas in 1554. And today, Christmas trees are the cornerstone of holiday celebration, with entire industries dedicated to their cultivation and decoration. One of the most famous Christmas trees in the United States, the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree, first erected in 1931, as a prime example of how marketing has shaped the holiday season. What started as a modest tree decorated by construction workers during the Great Depression has evolved into a global symbol of Christmas, drawing millions of visitors annually, not less than the Statue of Liberty, which is, by the way, the largest Christmas present ever made. That's a lot of wrapping paper. Christmas lights next. They have a very kind and touching backstory. It is widely believed that Martin Luther was the first to add candles to a Christmas tree more than 400 years ago. According to legend, one winter evening, as he was returning home, he was struck by the beauty of stars twinkling through the branches of evergreen trees. To recreate this scene for his family, he set up a tree in the main room and decorated its branches with lit candles. But then comes the marketing age. By the late 19th century, Thomas Edison, famous as the inventor of the electric light bulb and for his aggressive marketing strategies, listened to an idea of his friend and partner Edward Heward Johnson to shrink Christmas trees with electric bulbs. In 1882, they demonstrated a Christmas tree with electric light in New York for the first time. By 1914, Christmas lights had begun to be mass-produced, and clever marketing helped spread this tradition around the world. Companies started promoting electric lights as a safer and more festive alternative to candles, further contributing to the popularity of the custom. Today, in the United States alone, approximately 150 million sets of Christmas lights are sold annually. Another Christmas tradition with marketing roots is the Gingerbread House. While gingerbread itself has been associated with Christmas for centuries, the idea of building elaborate gingerbread houses can be traced back to Brothers Grimm's 1812 tale Hansel and Gretel. The story's description of a house made of sweets inspired bakers in Germany to create edible replicas, which became a holiday staple. In modern times, gingerbread house kits have become a popular item in grocery stores. These kits, which include pre-baked pieces, frosting, and candy decorations, make it easy for families to create their own gingerbread houses without a hassle of baking from scratch. This convenience has turned gingerbread houses into a lucrative seasonal product for retailers. Gingerbread Man, another festive treat, also owe their popularity to clever marketing. Queen Elizabeth I is credited with the idea of decorating gingerbread cookies to resemble important guests, a tradition that evolved into the modern gingerbread man we know today.
You're a monster!
Advent calendars are another example of marketing ingenuity. Originally a German tradition again, these calendars were first made by hand in the 19th century, featuring 24 small doors or windows to mark the days leading up to Christmas. Behind each door was a Bible verse or a small piece of chocolate. In the 1950s, commercial Advent calendars became popular, featuring images of Santa, Christmas trees, and other festive scenes. Over time, the concept expanded to include luxury items like beauty products, toys, and even wine. Today, the Advent calendars are a booming industry, with brands using them as a way to promote their products and engage customers during the holiday season.
Do you ever stop eating?
The rise of ugly Christmas sweaters is a perfect example of how marketing can transform something kitschy into a cultural phenomenon. Once considered a tacky holiday tradition, these sweaters gained popularity in early 2000s thanks to themed parties and social media. I don't have one, but I sure know someone who does.
Oh.
Retailers quickly capitalized on the trend, offering a wide variety of designs ranging from classic holiday motifs to pop culture references. Today, ugly Christmas sweaters are a multi-million-dollar industry with dedicated websites, contests, and even a national Ugly Christmas Sweater Day celebrated each year on third Friday of December. Their appeal lies in their humor and nostalgia, making them a fun way for people to celebrate the holiday season. Poinsettias, with their bright red and green foliage, have become synonyms with Christmas. This association can be traced back to 1820s, when Joel Poinsett, the first US ambassador to Mexico, brought the plant to America. In Mexican culture, poinsettias are known as, pardon my Spanish, Floras de Nochebuena, flower of the Holy Night.
Bingo.
And are linked to be legend about a poor girl who offered weeds to Jesus, which miraculously turned into vibrant red flowers. In the 20th century, the Ack family of California popularized poinsettias as a Christmas plant through aggressive marketing and breeding techniques. Today, millions of poinsettias are sold each holiday season, making them one of the most popular potted plants in the world. Funny, this came from Mexico and became popular in Europe. It is like the Caesar salad. Next in line is the Yule Log, which traces its origins to ancient pagan rituals, where a large log was burned during winter solstice celebrations. Over time, this tradition evolved, and in 19th century, the Yule Log took a new form as a holiday dessert. Pardon my French this time. The bûche de Noël, a sponge cake rolled to resemble a log, became a popular treat in France. However, it was the Americans again who transformed the idea of Yule Log into a must-see TV. In 1966, New York City's Channel 11 aired a continuous 17-second loop of cracking fireplace for 3 hours, accompanied by holiday music. This simple broadcast led to improved productions and nearly 2 decades of annual airings. Today, even without a fireplace, you can still enjoy the cozy charm of cracking fire, thanks to countless videos of burning logs on YouTube, some lasting up to 11 hours, like this one here. Personally though, I like the French version, because that's the one I can actually eat. Oh, a pickle! While many Christmas traditions come from Germany, the Christmas pickle is not one of them. This quirky American custom involves hiding a pickle-shaped ornament on the Christmas tree. And the person who finds it on Christmas morning either receives an extra gift from Santa or is said to have a year of good fortune. While often attributed to German origins, this theory has been debunked. Instead, the tradition likely began in the United States in the late 19th century, coinciding with the importation of glass Christmas tree ornaments from Germany. Retailers embraced the Christmas pickle as the way to sell unique ornaments, and it quickly became a playful addition to a holiday celebration. Some say it was started by a Bavarian man who was imprisoned during the Civil War. On Christmas Day, he found a pickle which helped him survive starvation. After returning home, he began hanging pickles on a Christmas tree as a symbol of good fortune. However, we like to think that this tradition developed in the 1890s, coinciding with the importation of glass Christmas tree decorations from Germany. As we've seen many times, every sale needs its story to become a lasting Christmas tradition, and usually stories from Germany works best. Man, it's a lot. That was bad. The other important Christmas attribute, the first Christmas card, introduced in 1843 in England with a simple message, "A Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to you," gained popularity in both Britain and the United States. Kansas City-based company Hall Brothers, now known as Hallmark Cards, created folded cards, sold with an envelope in 1915. They revolutionized the tradition, making Christmas cards more convenient and visually appealing. This innovation, coupled with effective marketing, helped Christmas cards become a staple of the holiday season. Today, over 1.6 billion holiday cards are sold annually, making them a major success in holiday marketing. Around the same time, gift wrapping has become a key part of holiday tradition. In 1917, Hallmark introduced decorative wrapping paper, replacing plain options and marketing it as an essential part of gift giving. This clever marketing strategy transformed the presentation of gifts into a holiday tradition. If you're still watching this video, you're probably wondering, why is there a KFC bucket under the tree? And the thing is, that is one of the most surprising examples of Christmas marketing success, KFC in Japan. With only 1.5% of population identifying as Christian, Christmas in Japan is more of a secular celebration. In 1974, KFC launched a campaign called Kentucky Christmas, promoting fried chicken as a festive meal. The idea caught on, and today millions of Japanese families enjoy KFC on Christmas Eve. Reservations are often made weeks in advance, and the tradition has become as synonymous with Christmas in Japan as turkey with Thanksgiving in the United States. KFC's success inspired other fast food chains in Japan to create their holiday-themed promotions, but none have achieved the cultural impact of the original Kentucky Christmas. Wow, what do you know? Not a pickle. The holiday season now accounts for a significant portion of annual retail sales. In the 21st century, US retail sales during the Christmas season, which is from November to December, have consistently exceeded $700 billion annually. In 2023, the estimated total reached around $936 billion in the US alone. Given these trends, it's safe to say that retailers have made trillions of dollars over the past 100 years during the Christmas season. While this is a rough estimate, it highlights the massive growth of the holiday shopping market, particularly in recent decades. But even considering the share of businesses and marketing in shaping Christmas as we know it today, all these traditions bring joy to people, celebrating this wonderful holiday which managed to erase religious and national boundaries. truly becoming an international celebration. So have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Where is my Christmas coffee? What do you think? Is it healthy to drink coffee with a pickle? Definitely not.